test on the inside inspection. I'm gonna start with checking my mirrors. They should be clean, adjusted, and no cracks. I'm gonna check my windshield. That's 2 windshields. There should be no illegal stickers and no cracks. I go into my air horn. Doesn't have no air. And my city horn should be working properly. Then I go into this side, checking my parking brakes applied, no damage. Then I go through my lights. This is my switch light. I check in my high and low beams. Right there, see? This car, this is the blue one? Yeah. That's my high and low beams. Then I'm checking my turn signals, left turn signal, right turn signal, 4-way flashers. After that, I'm gonna check my wipers and washers working properly. Then I check my heat and defrost. This is my defrost. This is my heat working properly. Then I'm gonna check my gauges. I got my oil gauge proper working, water temperature to gauge proper working, RPM working properly, speedometer working properly. I got my fuel gauge working properly, primary and secondary air supply working properly. In the middle, I'm gonna check my battery gauge working properly. Since I check in all my gauges, I'm gonna check my emergency equipment. Should be 3 reflective triangles, 1 full fire extinguisher on the side, and fuses if it's necessary. And that's gonna be, I can check in the steering wheel. Should be no less than 2 inches replay, but it's not in the test. You can say it, but it's not in the test. Oh. Okay. If I'm checking everything, I'm thinking I'm check all the stuff for the in-cab inspection. Then I'm gonna be proceed to do my air brake test. This is the most important part, because if you can say everything, or you can miss in like 5 items in the inside inspection of the cab, but if you're missing one on this one, then you fail the test. You understand how important it is? Yeah. I mean, this is more important than anything, at least for a starter test, okay? Then I'm gonna start my test to do my service brakes. Let me back up a little bit, because I need a little space in the front to drive my truck about 5 miles per hour, okay? My 4-way flashers. I'm driving my truck and trailer for about 5 miles per hour. Then suddenly I just step on my brake pedal. Truck should be stopping right away, without pulling to the right, without pulling to the left, and no noise, okay? I'm gonna do it now, just to hold to something, please. Hold you guys to something. Hold to something. Hold
It's
to
working
something.
good.
Okay.
Right here, like, whoa.
Truck stops without pulling to the right, without pulling to the left, no noise. Meaning my service brakes are working fine. Then the next one, I'm gonna test my parking brakes. To test my parking brakes, I'm starting to testing my trailer parking brakes. To do so, I just pulling out the trailer valve out and leave the tractor valve in. With that position, I put my truck in gear and try to move. If the trailer holds, meaning my parking brakes on the trailer are working fine. I'm gonna do it now. It's holding twice. It's holding, meaning my parking brakes on the trailer are working fine. Then I do the opposite. I'm gonna check my tractor parking brakes. To do so, I just push it in the trailer and pull out the tractor to test in my tractor parking brakes. It's holding, meaning my tractor parking brakes are working fine at this point. Then I'm gonna check my air leakage rate. To do so, I just release my parking brakes, put the tractor in gear. Any gear can work fine, and turn off my engine. With the engine off, the trucking gear and my parking brake release, I'm going to check my leakage rate. Before I do that, I put my switch on, checking my ABS light. With the lights coming on and off, meaning my ABS are working fine. I'm gonna test my air leakage rate. To do so, I need to get some type of watch. Okay. Air leakage rate should be no more than 4 psi in 1 minute with the brakes on. I'm checking 1 minute now. If I'm losing more than 4 psi, applying the brakes, okay? I'm checking these gauges to make sure they don't starting down to losing air. I'm here. I'm hearing air leakage, that's gonna be another sign, okay? Just pretending 1 minute passed.
On the test, do you wait for the whole minute? Okay.
You do. Or if the tester tells you that's fine, then that's fine, less than 1 minute, okay?
Okay.
Then I'm gonna do testing my air leakage rate with the brakes off. Okay. Meaning I'm not applying brakes. I'm started checking now. 3 psi in 1 minute with my brakes off. I'm checking my gauges. Pretend it's done. Then I'm finished with my air leakage rate. Then my next step, I'm gonna check my low air warning light. To check my low air warning light, I'm gonna be pounding on my brakes or pumping on my brakes. When the pressure drops to 60 psi or above, I need to see a light and hear a buzzer. Those two things, okay? Then I do it. Right there, see the light? And hear the buzzer. Meaning my low air warning signal or light is working good. I'm gonna do the last one now. The last one I'm gonna check is my emergency spring brakes. To check my emergency spring brakes, I just still pumping on my brake pedal. When the pressure drops in a range between 20 to 45 or 45 to 20, 1 or 2 valves should be pop out, which is I'm doing now. I just pumping on my brakes.
Sorry, bro.
There you go. Then in my emergency spring brakes is working fine. With this, I'm done with my inside inspection, the cab, and 5 steps to check the air brakes. And I'm past the test. You guys have to be performing the same way.